G'day comrade subscribers, bonjour. We have another ordinateur français, this time with Thomson MO6. So this is the second generation of the MO series, I guess, with the, just grab the MO5. So the MO5, or this particular one, this MO5 with the built-in SCART cable was the first one. See a bit of a difference there. But you can see actually on here, I mentioned it before, that you can actually get an expansion chassis that plugs onto the back of this that I think has a built-in data recorder, but I've not seen any of those. But yeah, so the MO5, there are a couple more revisions of this that had a proper keyboard. Yeah, so both got the same CPU, 6809E. I won't go into too many details. You can obviously look all those up. But this one's got more memory. So I think MO5 had 48K, kind of like competing with the Spectrum, whereas this one's got 128K. So yeah, proper keyboard. We've still got our cartridge slot there. So for example, for the RAM expansion, so I've ordered some PCBs. So 512K RAM expansion, that should go into there. We've got the built-in data set cassette recorder. So nice keyboard, and I love the way it's really simple to get these additional functions. So if we zoom in, so we've got the green shift key and we've got the blue basic key. So obviously you can see we've got these green functions here. So you just go, I assume, hopefully we can power it up and confirm this. You just go green to get the green functions, and then you do the blue to get the basic commands. Nice and simple, really quite simple. We've got just on off. Oh yeah, this is the wedge. Side on, quite a wedge. But on this side here, we've got the on-off button. Turn it around. Let's go back to normal. On this side, what have we got? Looks like it says init. So looks like a reset button. 2 joystick ports. We do have like a UHF TV, but that's empty. And good old light pen. And then on the back, so we've got SCART, so I'm going to have to see if I've got a SCART cable. Printer, which is an interesting little connector. I don't have anything like that. Looks like an audio output there as well. There we go, that's a bit better. And we have our edge connector. So I've got a mini bus extender for that, so I can plug some more things in like an SD drive. So pretty, it's missing one screw. It looks like we've got 3 screws at the front. Yeah, it looks like that's it. So I do have that screw there. So it looks like we've just got 3 screws at the front, and then it really wants to lift off that way. So we'll have a quick look at it. See if we can load any software. It does look, sorry, that squeaky noise is probably doing your head in. It does look quite yellowed, so it looks like there was something stuck on here. So it is quite yellow. If that white bit there is the original colour, I think we can see that also when we look inside the cartridge port. So yeah, really, it kind of matches it because we've got, you know, this yellow key here. So you kind of wouldn't really, if that wasn't there, I would think that this was the normal colour. You can see on the underside as well that, yeah, the fading does kind of go away. All right, let's, well, I've got 2 things to do. I've got to put a new plug on to power it up, and I've got to figure out how I'm going to get video out. My SCART connectors that I've never used are somewhere. Let's see if I can find a SCART cable. Otherwise, this will be just pull apart. As you can see, yeah, it's got a built-in power supply rather than the external one on the MO5. Oh, we haven't checked the temperature, have we? On the Watson's electricity house thermometer. What is today? 23? Did feel a bit cooler this morning. Okay, let's open her up. Yeah, this feels a bit slippery actually as well. And that, oh, those feet, they really annoy me. So, front's disconnected. Okay, that's lifted off. The keyboard's tugging. How's the keyboard connected? Okay, it's those thin film connectors. One's come out already. I'll just pull out the other one carefully. Okay. And okay, we've got connector for the cassette, I would say. There we go. Oh, there's a bit of green on that. There's a bit of green on there. Wonder where that's come from. Okay, looks like some cleaning could be done in here. So this is the bottom of the keyboard. So got, I don't know, a bit of a green tinge on there. They don't seem to be broken or cracked, which is good. And then that's obviously for the cassette. I don't have any tapes, but I do have, I can generate the WAV files maybe. So I'm wondering if there's where I can kind of patch in and send a WAV audio in perhaps, until I get my other bits and pieces. It looks like there's something there that was supposed to be an earth wire, but nothing connected to it. Alright, so that's the top half. So we'll look at the bottom half. Okay. Nothing socketed apart from the gate array, unfortunately. Nice big power supply there. I wonder if that's a safety capacitor that's just waiting to blow as soon as I power it. What does it say? Does it say anything about X2? So yeah, what do you reckon? That's going to blow as soon as I apply power? Fuse next to it. Fuse looks okay. So pretty simple. Oh, to the mains. Oh, in English. Okay, so we've got our transformer here. We've got our rectification here, I guess. 4700 microfarads to smooth out the rectification. And I don't see any regulator, so must be done some other way. So yeah, take this out, give this a bit of a clean up there. Now on the computer itself, a whole lot of jumpers up the top there. 2 ROMs that are soldered in. What do we got? 6821, 6821, 6809. So there's the CPU up the front here. CPU and the gate array. And I guess it looks like the RAM on the side here. Yep, and I guess the 6821's are some sort of peripheral interface. Cartridge there. So all pretty simple. Wonder what? Oh, I guess this is okay. That was the that would have been for the like a PAL modulator there. So all pretty simple. Looks pretty simple to pull out. So a couple of screws. Power comes in on there. Pull the power off. Yeah, so it looks like I don't have. So I've got some X2 capacitors on their way from France actually for the Tesla, for the Czechoslovakian Tesla, but I don't have any of this particular type. I do have reefers maybe like that, but let's see. I could actually just replace that with an Aussie cable almost. Looks like you could almost pull it out. Yep, okay. So that's one thing I could do, is just rather than chopping the plug off, is just getting an Aussie cable and plugging it in. I'll have a think about that. That's all there is pretty much to it. So try and find a SCART cable, power it on. Of course, if the safety capacitor blows, it doesn't matter. If it blows closed, then it'll blow the fuse, in which case I just pull it out and then I can keep running it. But I guess it's always best to have a safety capacitor in there. Looks like this has come off the transformer, perhaps, maybe. Don't know. Okay, that's a start. Let's do power. Figure out the power. Figure out the video. Okay, before I do any of that, let's do our usual close-up for posterity. So it looks like the power supply is only held in by these two screws on the transformer. So there's the switch down there. So you can see, I guess, the hatching showing the high voltage and the low voltage sections. Love that. Love the electrolytic. Don't know if I've got a 40 volt replacement. I think they're all mainly 16 volt. I'll have to have a look. All pretty standard, I guess. So yeah, that's the safety capacitor there. X2, that's probably going to blow as soon as I power it on. What do you reckon? Okay, rest of the machine. So like I said, we've got our CPU down the front here. We've got our big gate array here, which is why the whole board is pretty simple, really. I assume this is our RAM here. 41464. So that'll be what, 32K each, I guess, or 64 by 4 bits or something. 64 by 4 to give 128. I think that was the same as in the MO5. Then I guess those ones, 6821. I assume they're like peripheral interfaces or something. That's where I'm going to put the extra RAM. A lot of a lot of links. That's the where is it? So that's the power input there. That's the cassette input there. And then we've got the two keyboard inputs there. And we've got two ROMs. What? 256 and 256. So what's that? 32K each. So 64K ROM. Yeah, because it's basic 128 is what it's called. So it's a slightly different version. The MO6 and MO5 are compatible. It's the TO series. TO series isn't compatible with the MO series. That's the light pen input there. Then we've got, yeah, SCART. That's the SCART. That's the SCART. There's the audio. There's the printer. And down here, joysticks and reset. There we go. Okay, first part's done. I just ended up replacing the plug. I just realised I've started editing the video. Big thanks to Jamie at Jamie's Hack Shack, because he gave me my first ever super thanks, which I really appreciate, which I put towards getting this computer. So thanks again to Jamie. It's really appreciated. Right, now looking for SCART cables. I never throw anything away. So I've got this monstrosity. So I could see if this will work with my GBS 8200 here, because it's got the well, it's not RGB, but it's the what, PB, PR, Y input. So I can try that. Or I've got also a SCART to SCART. So I can hook it up to my Sony DVD recorder like I did the MO5, and then get it to do the decoding or the handling the SCART. So I'll try this big fella first, the highest quality. I'm tempted just to power it on just to see what happens with that safety capacitor. I thought, no, I'll hook it all up and see if we get an image as well before it blows. So yeah, all right, let me sort all that out, and I think I'll just watch this. So let's see how we go. Okay, I'm watching that. I think I should check the continuity of the fuse. I assume it did look okay, but I should just check the continuity. Oh, okay, goes through the safety capacitor first, maybe. All right, well, anyway, fuse is okay. So, power on there, and off the on-off button. Okay, on-off button, something's happening on the screen. Well, we got something that disappeared. Okay, doesn't look like the safety capacitor is going to blow. Okay. That's all right then. Now we got something quickly on the screen. Maybe I have to change input. I've got to change the which one is input? Why am I dangling my headphone cables? Which one's input? RGBS, RGBHV, YPB. That should be the one, but there's nothing coming up. No signal. Alright, so I might have to go. So far so good. So I might have to go via my Sony, just plain SCART. Okay. The other thing I was going to check is exactly what. Have a look. What voltage outputs? Just feeling the chip. No, it won't do much, will it? Try initialization. Something did briefly come up on the screen. Just try one more time, then I'll change the video setup. No, nothing. Alright. Ready to try again. Got the Sony DVD recorder hooked up. Just SCART to SCART this time. And I can see that it is working. So I go system menu. Yep. So I'm getting output. Let's see. Okay, so we want input select. I can't remember which one it is. I need to get out of that. Actually, I should try powering it on, shouldn't I? Power it on. Input select. Hey, there we go. So press 1 for basic 128, Microsoft version 1, basic Microsoft version 1. So maybe that's the, maybe number 2 is the MO5. So this is the new version of basic for MO6, MO5, and something about setting up preferences, I guess. So far so good. RAM 128K. Oh, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I think it looks cool. Alright, and that X2 capacitor hasn't blown up yet. Surprise, surprise. So let me put the case back on so we can use the keyboard. And we'll do some quick typing and yeah, we'll go from there. Is this set up okay? I know I should really capture the video. That's the next thing I'm going to try. I need to get a proper capture, a proper RGB decoder. I've got capture devices, but I don't really have anything to get the RGB output mainly. That's the stumbling block. Anyway, so let's power on again. Okay, I don't know if we can do the So, I'm not sure what I can do here. I'll have to translate all this. I know someone probably will in the comments for me. Appreciate that in advance. Otherwise, I'll just use Google. So, something about choosing color palette. So this looks like to be the cassette speed, so 1200 baud. Not sure what souris is. I think that maybe it was returned to the main page. Yeah, 4 is returned to the main page. So let's see what happens if we press 3. Something happened. Oh, crayon optique. Ah. So crayon optique is light pen, light crayon. So is that something to do? I don't know, because the light pen input's different, separate. So I have to find out what souris means. So yeah, 4 is returned to the main menu. So change the cassette speed, 2400, 1200 or 2400. And then color palette. Oh wow, okay. So let's get all that in there for you. How do I move down? I'll return. Oh, okay, so I guess this is RGB. Wow, okay. That's pretty cool. Let's stick with that one. How do we exit? How do we exit? I don't know how to exit. Stop? Okay, stop. Alright, and then I guess basic. There we go. So, if you will go back here, I guess. Oh. Very professional. Very professional setup here. So, no. Is it? Someone did say what delete was. There we go. It's this one here, I think. There we go. 10. Okay, can we do print? Where is print? There it is. There we go. And no. Print. Test. Le semicolon. Okay. Go. Oh, there's a go. What about a go 2? There's a 2. Maybe if I just type go to 10. And then, alright, and then run. Okay. There we go. It's working. It's working. I have to find a cassette and see if I can save something. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So what next? Well, I'm going to pull it all apart again, give the case and the board and the power supply a good clean. I'm not going to try and retrobrite it because the keys are the same color. So I'll retrobrite the case. I don't want to retrobrite the keys and lose all this blue, green and black lettering. So I might leave it as it is. Figure out if I can somehow interface to get WAV files or audio into the cassette so that I can load stuff that way. Otherwise, yeah, I've got SDDRIVE coming. But I need to order all the parts for that, don't I? Stop. Continue. Stop. Now what? Whoops, sorry. How do I stop? Okay. That's one thing I need to do is figure out how to actually stop. Anyway, I'll do that. Reset. Actually, I just noticed someone probably noticed this earlier, but looking at the keys, we look at the got F1, F6, F2, F7. So that's an interesting way of, rather than having F1 and F2, F3, F4, we've got F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, and then F6, F7. Oh, that's something I've not noticed before. There we go. So yeah, another quick look at the keyboard, which is pretty cool. I quite like it. Feels nice to type on. Yeah, it seems to be a pretty nice machine. Pretty neat machine. So I'm looking forward to learning more about it. Okay, that's it for now. Bye.